Let's come to a comfortable seated position. So normally I use my meditation cushion to sit on when we come to a seated position. But today I'm just going to use this little tiny pillow. It's just like a little pillow from our outdoor pillow set that we have for outside. And in the winter time, it's not being used, so I bring it inside for me to use it. So any kind of elevation for the hips allows you to lean your body weight slightly forward so that you can be seated upright, nice and straight. So allowing your hips and your sits bones to kind of settle into the space. You can move side to side. You can move front and back. And you can kind of just start to take your time to really kind of settle in. And then if your knees don't quite come down to the floor, let's say your knees are up here, that's okay, because that's just a matter of letting your legs eventually relax down. So if your knees are not on the floor, don't think you're doing it wrong. Find your balance in your sit bones, even if your knees are lifted. Another thing you can do is place cushions or place blocks underneath your knees if they are lifted. That way they can be supported by something. Because in this case, they're supported by the floor. With the blocks, they'd be supported by the blocks. And then relax the shoulders. Let's think about the front body. Let's draw in through the belly. This drawing in through the belly creates a hollowness in the abdomen and a lift in the rib cage, a lift in the chest and in the lungs. And so this allows the front body to expand, creating a nice open space for us to breathe. We're going to start our movement here with a nice breathing exercise, which is very simple, just a deep inhale and a slow exhale. So go ahead and begin by breathing in deeply. And then allow the exhale breath to slowly release. And again, inhale deep. And slowly release. Last time, inhale deep. Slow, gentle release. Now the next time we breathe in, let's try to pause for a moment with the inhale. So inhale breath. Pause at the top. Retain the breath. Feel your body expanding here and continue to expand as you hold and retain your breath. Relax the muscles of your face, eyes, and shoulders. Exhale, slowly let the air out. And again, a little retention here, not quite as long. Inhale, breathe in. Retain the breath. Relax all the muscles of the body, soften through the back muscles. Exhale, release. Little retention at the bottom of the breath. Last one, deep breath in. Retain. Soften shoulders, they like to tense. Exhale, let it go. Little retention at the bottom of the exhale. And then come back to a natural pace of breath, whatever that breath might be for you. Maybe you find that your breath now is a little longer or a little deeper than it was at first. Or maybe you find that it comes back to a nice, steady, rhythmic movement. So just a few moments to line yourself up with your natural breath and just to notice a difference here between the pranayama work that we just did and our natural breathing. And then slowly exhale. Let's bring the chin down towards the chest. Let's blink the eyes open. Awareness into the space. Inhale, let's lift the chin up. We'll do another pranayama here, but for a moment, let's take the left hand to the floor. Right arm up to the ceiling, find extension through the body. And then we're gonna go ahead and rotate the torso. So bring that left hand slightly behind you and then lengthen out over your left knee. So maybe you touch the floor, but maybe you don't. Maybe your hand is kind of hanging there. If you can, lengthen for the floor and push your right hip down and away. Keep your left hand, maybe just the fingertips touching down. And then let your head roll and lengthen down towards the floor. Really find extension here. Keep the belly drawn in. And inhale, slowly lengthen up, same in that same line. Exhale, turn back to center. And then now let's go ahead and take it over. Soften into that left elbow, or you can slide the elbow away and push into that stretch. Easy and gentle, we're just starting out, warming up the body. Let's release that right arm. Deep inhale, breath, exhale, see if you can go a little deeper. Inhale, slowly come back through to center, release right arm down. Let's do the same thing on the left. So left arm straight up. Pivot your body to face towards your right knee. Keep extending to the left fingertips. And then exhale, let's take it over, lengthening, reaching. It's okay if the hand doesn't touch, but if the hand can come down, let it release down, and then release the forehead towards the floor. Keep the right arm reaching back as the front arm reaches forward so that you can feel yourself really pulling here in opposite directions. Allow the left hip to stay grounded onto your cushion. Keep the belly drawn in. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, soften. And then inhale, slowly come up, same way you went down. Release back through to center, and then we'll take it to the right side. So folding over, you can bend into the elbow or slide that right arm away. Find your stretch. Easy, steady movement. Pull the left shoulder back. Let the left arm relax. You don't have to keep it stiff and strong. Just let it soften, bend at the elbow. Into that right lower elbow a little bit more. Find your stretch. And inhale, come up all the way, lengthen, exhale, release left side. Good, we're gonna go for a little forward fold here, so relax the shoulders back, hands in front, lengthen your body forward, maybe walk the fingertips ahead. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, soften your elbows. Inhale, lengthen the spine, maybe walk a little further forward. Exhale, soften the elbows to the floor. One more time, inhale, lengthen spine, maybe walk a little bit further. Exhale, softly elbows to the floor. Maybe this time the forehead can touch. And inhale, lengthen up again. Exhale, walk the hands in. Good. Let's flip the direction of the feet. So whatever foot you have in front, make sure you switch it. Sometimes I have people tell me that it hurts their feet, the tops of their feet when they come forward. So just don't go far enough that it's going to hurt your feet. Make sure that everything feels okay. Maybe a little bit of discomfort is fine. All right, starting with the right arm again. Right arm extends up. Twist and turning over towards the left. And then exhale, fold. Reach the right hand away, press the right hip down, draw in through belly. Reach the left fingertips back and try to bring the chin or the forehead down. Pressing the right hip down, finding length in your body, belly's drawn in tight. Inhale, come up. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, lengthen the arm, and then exhale, fold left. Maybe by this second one, the left elbow can come all the way down to the floor. You feel that length and it feels good. You can stay there. If not, you can just stay lifted slightly. Make sure the right hip stays down onto the cushion. Lengthen through that right side body. Feel it into your shoulder, your bicep, your tricep, all the way to your fingertips. Even though the arm isn't straight, it's still going in that direction. Inhale, come all the way up. Lengthen, exhale, release right hand down. Let's do other side. Inhale, left arm up. Lengthen through left side. Exhale, turn and twist the body, facing now towards the right knee. Exhale, take it down. Maybe just the fingertips come down. Maybe you don't go quite as far. Reach the right fingertips back. Exhale, fold deep. Try to keep your left hip on the cushion or on your mat. Draw in through your belly so you're not trying to move forward. You're trying to move right over that right knee if possible. Belly's drawn in tight, lengthening through the body. Inhale, coming up. Extending. Exhale, taking it to the side. Lengthening the right arm, maybe right into that elbow to the floor if that's possible. Be mindful of this left hip because it likes to pop up out of the place. So lower the left hip down. Find length through your body. If you find that bringing your elbow to the floor kind of makes you soften too much, just keep a slight lift in the elbow. Reach and stretch, feel it in your shoulder, your armpit, your bicep, your tricep, all the way through your fingertips. And then inhale, come back through the center, lengthen. Exhale, release. Now we're going for the forward fold. So adjust yourself a little bit when you're ready. Hands to the floor. Walk them far forward, just as far as is comfortable for you. Lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, soften the elbows to the floor. So we work in this one in 3 different stages. Inhale, lengthen up again. Walk a little further forward with the fingertips. Exhale, for our elbows down. Last one. Inhale, extend. Walking those fingertips forward as far as it'll go. And exhale, elbows down. Maybe this time the forehead can come towards the floor. If it touches, great. If not, that's okay. Settle in, draw in through your belly. Reach the tailbone down and back so your sit bones stay on your block or on your cushion. And inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, walk the hands back in. Good job. Go ahead and release the legs. We're going to come into our tabletop position. So we've already kind of started the strong work of working into the spine. Let's come into our hands and knees. Separate the knees, separate the hands. Set yourself up nice and supported. Inhale, open up the chest. Let's move our cow pose. Let's move our cow pose forward and back. So not sitting all the way back to the heels and not pushing too much forward past the fingers. Just kind of seeing, oh, there's the wrist. That's how the weight moves forward into the wrists. And then all the way back, feeling it a little bit so that the weight is in your feet and in your legs. And then keep that extension of the spine, that nice arch in the spine looking forward. And then exhale, come to center. Now curl it in. So curling and swaying into our cat pose. Press the shoulder blades away. Push into the floor with your hands and fingers. Draw in through your belly, tuck your tailbone under, and then again move it forward and back. Same as we did before, just this time in the tucked position. Nice long forward and nice extension back. So you're really feeling it in your wrists when you come forward. Your arms are straight. There's no bend in the knees. Keep the roundness of the back. Keep the engagement of the lower abdomen here. Don't let that release. Good. And then coming back to center. Now from center, let's just do cat and cow. Moving at the rhythm and pace of your own breath. The exhale curls you in. And the inhale lifts you up. And you can start to take your gaze up if that feels good, or you can keep it forward. Good, let's do one more. Really feeling all the muscles in your back, along your rib cage, along your abdominals, and then slowly coming back to center. Bring the big toes together, separate the knees, and lay all the way back down. So you're coming into your extended Balasana. Lengthen your arms forward, reach your forehead to the floor, steady your breath here. Let's do a couple more deep breaths, relaxing into your posture. If you need to make any adjustments, by all means. Otherwise, see if you can find stillness. And we're going to go for a little side. So lift the head and walk the fingertips as far to the left as possible. So you're trying to track your chest over your left knee. And then from here, fold again. Maybe the chin can come to the knee, or the forehead can come right inside the left knee. And I like to keep the left hand on my fingertips. It seems like it grips a little bit better, but you can also flatten it down.
The right hand can be either one on the fingertips, adds a little bit more shoulder opening, but you can also flatten that hand down as well. So either way, wherever you are, lengthen here, draw in through belly. Let your forehead rest on your knee or on the floor. Steady the breath. And slowly inhale, let's lift the head first, walk the fingertips back to center. Let's pause in the middle here for a moment. Lengthening away, maybe opening the knees a little bit wider, letting your chest come through, forehead down, steady breathing. Make sure that the hips stay down onto the heels as far as possible. And you're reaching back through your tailbone as you reach forward to the top of your head and your fingers. And then inhale, lift the head, walk the fingertips as far to the right as possible. Don't have much room on this side, so reach, extend, and then let your forehead come down. Again, you can stay on your fingertips here. Make sure the belly stays drawn in. Let your head rest on top of your knee or on the floor, and right on the inside of your right knee. Steady your breathing. And inhale, slowly lift the head. Exhale, take it both back to center. Reach. Maybe slide the knees open a little bit more. So see, each time we're giving ourselves some more room. Reach the chest down. Maybe this time the chin to the floor. Relax the shoulders so the elbows rest on the mat. Calm the breath. And then if your palms are flat on the floor, see if you can come to your fingertips. Notice the difference here. Slowly inhale, lift the chest, slide the hands in, place them right underneath your shoulders, still keep length in your spine. Take a moment here. So we're trying to just really take a moment to resettle into the shoulders. Go ahead and cross your elbows. Either let your forehead come to the elbows or to the floor, but let your arms relax right by your head. So we're relaxing the shoulders, but we're still working on the hips. Slowly press into the hands, lift up. This time bring the knees together. So a little bit different, knees together, heels and toes together. Sink over your legs. Again, same thing as before. You can make a little pillow for your head with your forearms, or you can slide them forward and bring your forehead to the floor. Steady breath. This one you feel more maybe on top, on the hip flexors or on the area where the psoas kind of lives. You might feel it more there. Let your back totally round. Surrender over your legs. Slowly, gently with the next exhale breath. Fully release the arms down so that the hands are right by your knees. And roll yourself up. Coming into a hero's pose. Relax the shoulders back. Take the hands behind you. Press the palms down to the floor. If that doesn't quite happen without too much stretch for your thighs, you can also place blocks underneath your hands. And then from here, lift the rib cage. Roll the shoulders back. Nice openness in the heart. Draw in through belly. And maybe just gaze up. Take a couple breaths here. Keep rolling the shoulders kind of back towards each other so the shoulder blades pull in towards each other. And exhale, coming back through to center. Go ahead, come back onto hands and knees. Tuck the toes under, lift up, press into your downward facing dog. So a few breaths here in our downward facing dog, maybe swaying or bending the knees. Ever you see fit to get yourself settled here. The shoulders should feel nice and open now that we did all that shoulder work. So maybe you feel more supported in your arms than you do your legs. Legs haven't worked that much yet. We're going to start on that today, here in a few moments.
So allow the breath to move steadily. And if the heels don't quite come down to the floor, if you need to bend your knees, this is totally cool. You can do your down dog with your knees bent, as long as you keep reaching your tailbone and your sits bones up towards the sky. Only when you're ready, press the heels down and continue that lengthening of the spine. Deep inhale, slow exhale. Really can engage into the shoulder muscles using your arms, biceps, and triceps, and your fingers to really push the floor away. The gaze is towards the upper thighs. Maybe the last few breaths, see if you can find stillness if you're still moving. Easy, steady breath. 1, 2, keep drawing in through belly. Reaching and stretching through the sits bones. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, look forward between the hands and walk your feet about halfway up your mat. So you plant your feet directly behind your hands. If you can't have your palms down on the floor, bend your knees. So I want your hands to be flat down, almost like you're trying to bring weight to your hands. So we're going to work a little bit here on this movement. So soften your knees, palms down, move your weight back. It's going to feel like you're going to fall down backwards, right? So you're going to grip the mat with your fingertips. Press the heels firmly into the floor, draw in through belly, and try to get your rib cage up against your thighs the best you can. Relax your shoulders, strong arms. Now let's take it forward, almost like you want to bring your weight to your hands. Don't relax your shoulders. Keep your belly engaged. Now this time, pull in through the belly so you're hollowing out the back and come to your tippy toes. So now all your weight is forward. It's like you're going to fall forward. Look down between your thumbs, engage into the shoulders, stay with the toes on the floor, heels up. Exhale, heels down. Good. Soften the knees, and let's do that again. So lean your weight back. Here you can relax your arms. Relax your arms, relax your shoulders, but keep your fingers gripping your mat, because it is going to feel like you're going to fall down backwards unless you grab onto your mat. So that's the feeling you want to get from this. Heels are grounded into the floor. The rib cage presses against the thighs. The feet are hip width apart here, and as are the hands. Make sure your whole palms are down on the floor. And then inhale, slowly, let's take it forward. So as we come forward, belly draws in, round out the back, push into the arms, strong, start to lift the heels, press strong into the arms. This is how we build strength to come up into our handstand. Strong shoulders, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze everything up, and exhale, lower down. Good job. Go ahead and hold on to your opposite elbows. Let's give those hands and wrists a little bit of a break, and let your head hang. Maybe you sway side to side, a little tick-tock for your arms and upper body. Let your head totally hang here so your neck feels relaxed and soft. You can start to work on trying to straighten the leg. So maybe as you sway to the left, you straighten the right leg and vice versa. Really feel yourself lengthening down. Exhale, see if you can start to straighten your legs a little bit more, contracting through the quadriceps and rolling the weight forward. So each breath is going to draw you a little deeper, drawing the elbows towards the floor, top of the head, resting right there on your elbows. Let's inhale, lift the spine. So keep the arms just as they are, just lift the chest, keep the weight in the heels. Exhale, fold. So that should feel pretty intense in your hamstrings. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lift up. Roll the weight forward so you're kind of squishing the feet into the floor. You're hugging the floor with your toes. You're pressing into the balls of your feet. Back is nice and straight. Exhale, lower down. Good. This time release the arms. Just let the arms hang wherever they're going to be. Mine are kind of long, so I kind of flop my hands, got a little bit like a monkey here. But if you're maybe just your fingertips touch or maybe your palms touch, let your body just hang here. We'll walk the hands forward, keeping the feet glued right where they are. Just a little bit of an extension here. Again, into the shoulders, they should feel pretty open. Drawing in through belly, and then inhale, look forward. Walk the feet forward. This time, toes and heels come together. So before our feet were hip width apart, now our feet are together. Draw in through belly, Lengthen up through your spine, and then exhale, fold once more. A little different now in the forward fold when the feet are together. It's more reminiscent to our Paschimottanasana, our seated forward fold. In this one, you might find that you don't go down quite as far as you did before with the feet apart, and it's all good. Try to get your hands to rest on either sides of your feet. Roll your sits bones up and forward so that your weight is nice, equally distributed between your heel and the balls of your feet. Keep drawing in through the belly. Bend into the knees and slowly roll yourself up to stand. One vertebrae at a time. The muscles in the legs are going to feel kind of funky as you come up, especially in the glutes. And lengthen up, coming to standing position. Okay, so take a moment to just be aware how the legs feel. That was quite a bit of work. We're going to start to move a little bit more into our warming up, into our series. So as we go into the standing position, balance equally on all four corners of your feet. Relax the shoulders, arms down by your sides. You can have your hands down by your thighs, palms down onto your legs. Lift the chest, find extension in spine. Relax the shoulders, exhale. Moving into our first set, inhale, arms coming up. Looking up towards hands, palms together, gaze towards your thumbs. Exhale, gently forward fold, hinging from the hips as you come down. Hands to the floor, head relaxes. Inhale, lift halfway. Creating space, try not to come onto your fingertips here, but still press your palms down towards the floor and create the space from there. So it's that opposite pole direction. Then exhale, bend your knees. You can slide your hands forward, slightly forward of your toes. Plant your fingers on the floor, strong. And then take your left leg, step it back. Big step. Right leg, step it back. Come to your high plank. We're going to hold our high plank here for about 10 breaths. So building up that inner heat of the body, 1. Protracting through the shoulders, 2. Strong arms, draw in through belly, 3. Planks help us to create lots of strength, 4. 5, keep squishing the floor with your hands, kind of really gripping the floor strong as you push the shoulders away, 6. 7, stay steady, 8, almost there, don't give up, strong body, and 10, good job. Exhale, bring the knees down to the floor, release the toes, slide yourself forward slightly, and then exhale, lower your chest down, all the way to the mat. I'm a little forward on my mat, so I'm going to slide back a little bit. All right, so the chin comes to the mat here, and the elbows are behind you. Tops of the feet are on the floor, about hip width apart. Inhale, just lift the chest, coming into our Cobra Pose. So just the chest lifting. You might want to still feel your rib cage grounded into the earth, your shoulders moving back, and your gaze is forward. You're using back muscles, don't force with your arms, so you don't want to create a forced back bend. Use only the strength given to you here to keep your chest high. Press your sit bones back and down as you press the tops of your feet into the floor, and your hips press down to the mat, grounded and rooted. Maybe come up a little higher if that's accessible. And exhale, lower chin down. Take a few breaths here. Relax into it. That's a lot of work there. If you did that right, you should feel a little bit tired. And then bring the feet back together, tuck the toes under. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, press back. Back to your downward facing dog. Steady the breath here. So we're going to move through some asymmetrical movements here. So let's take the left foot a little closer to the right. So slide the left foot before it was out to the side, slide it a little bit closer to the right foot. Now once you're there, we're going to take that right leg and extend it up towards the ceiling for a three-legged dog. Now as you find your three-legged dog, there's a couple things that sometimes happen. Is as that right leg lifts, because of lack of flexibility, you may push your weight forward and you may be somewhere like this. So if you are, soften through your left knee, bring your chest back, point through your toe and lengthen. Only when you're ready, try to straighten that left leg so both legs are straight. Draw in through belly, keep reaching chest towards left thigh. Inhale, and then exhale, bend the right knee. Right knee bends, you're pointing that toe straight up towards the ceiling. Open up the hip. So you're opening up the hip, pointing the toe now towards the left side. And a little bit of rotation in the body. Look out from underneath right shoulder. Easy breath. Keep the left heel grounded down if you can. Exhale, come back through to center. Again, straighten right leg, reach and lengthen, create space. Move the chest towards the thigh. Bring your weight forward, so in a high plank with still that right leg lifted. We're gonna hold this one for 5. 1, belly's in tight, strong core. 2. If this is too hard, you can lower the right leg. 3. The plank here is happening from the shoulders to the right foot. 4. And 5. Exhale, lower the right leg down, square off the shoulders, knees down, slowly chest comes down to the floor. Inhale, coming back into your Cobra Pose. So you can take a moment to adjust, settle in, find your Cobra. We hold this one for a little bit. We lengthen through the spine. We create a sense of lift and openness through the front body. The breath is steady, even though you might want to just kind of gasp for air here. Keep the breath calm, mind calm, pace of your breathing. And exhale, lower down. Good. Tuck the toes under again. Inhale, press it up. You can come through your knees first, and then back to your downward facing dog. Good job. Okay. Gotta do the other side. When we do one, we gotta do the other. So take a moment in your downward facing dog. Steady your breath. And then we're gonna take that right foot a little closer to the left. So it's just kind of shortening the distance between the 2 feet. That way your right foot is in the center, and then you can go ahead and extend your left leg up. So same as before, if that left leg doesn't extend all the way up, maybe just a little bit, that's okay. Reach it up as much as you can. If it pushes your weight forward, soften into that right knee, and so that your heel comes off the floor, then you can really extend through that left leg. Now that's a lot of work, and you're gonna feel it in your right leg. But as soon as you can, press the right heel down and keep reaching out through that left leg. Strong fingers, strong belly drawn in. Move your chest towards your right thigh. Keep working here. Don't give up. Deep inhale. Easy exhale. Keep kicking that leg up. Now go ahead and bend that left knee. Point the toes up towards the ceiling at first. So if your hands are kind of sliding away, make adjustments. And kick that left leg up towards the ceiling. Just the toes, not the knee. The knee is soft. And then let's go ahead and open the hip. So now the toes point towards the right, and we can look out from underneath left shoulder. Calm, steady, easy pace of breath. Keep pressing down towards right heel if possible. Exhale, bring it back. Straighten left leg one last time. Strong left leg. See if you can do it. And then inhale, roll it forward. Come to your high plank. Hold it here. 1. Belly's in tight. 2. Strong arms and shoulders. 3. 4. And 5. Exhale, lower left leg, square off the legs, and this forward chaturanga, or knees down, chest down. Last time we'll do our cobra. Open heart, lift chest, shoulders roll back. Maybe a little bit more lift through the arms. Maybe you can come to your fingertips. Feel it in your back. Make sure you're not feeling this in your lower back, but the upper back muscles working. The chest lifting, shoulders down and away. And exhale, release. Come down, let your hands rest. Let's release the arms down by your sides. Turn your head to the side and relax the shoulders. Easy breathing. We're going to do a couple of back strengthening postures here before we come onto our backs. And we do the more relaxed version of our practice, which I did promise you before we started. So go ahead and bring the chin down. Legs are still about hip width apart, but point your toes and engage your quadriceps so your knees come off the floor. Then lift your arms so your palms are facing up, but your fingers are reaching away. When you're ready, inhale, lift the legs, lift the chest, everything up. Shoulders back. This is our Locus Pose. Shoulders back, lift the chest, legs up, legs straight, arms straight. 1. Breathing easy. 2, look down through the bridge of your nose. 3, calming the mind. 4, and 5. Exhale, lower down. Relax into it here. Let's turn your gaze the other direction as you relax your shoulders. So we're gonna do that once more. This time, when the chin comes back, bring the feet together. So now the legs are pressing together in one unit. Same engagement of the legs, contract the quadriceps, the kneecaps come up. Lift the arms. Relax the shoulders away. Inhale, lift the legs, lift the chest. Try to keep the toes together. Hold 1. 2, steady the breathing. 3, strong arms, triceps working, legs straight. 4, and 5, lower down. Take the hands in front, little pillow for your head, forehead onto your forearms. Easy, steady breathing. Good, then go ahead, bring the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes under, press up onto the knees, press back to your downward facing dog. All right, so we're gonna do our jump through in a slow motion. Let me walk my way back here. So looking forward between your hands, you're gonna take the top of your right foot to the back of your left wrist. So you're coming forward. And then do the same thing with the left foot. So now your legs are crossed at your shins. Keep your body pressed up through your arms. Slide one foot forward, keep your butt lifted. Other foot forward, keep your butt lifted. And gently lower the hips down. So that is the work as we go into jumping through. So once your legs are forward, take a hold of your bolster or maybe 1 or 2 blocks. If I can grab it, geez, it's so far away. There we go. Okay, so you can do this with 2 blocks or you can do this with the thick bolster. If you're doing with blocks, just place one closer to your upper back, so underneath your shoulders, and one underneath your head. Keep your hips down and let your body rest down onto your bolster or onto your blocks. This is our supported fish pose. Arms down by your sides, palms facing up. You can keep your knees bent or you can slide them straight. And we're gonna hold here for a few moments, so make sure you're comfortable. I'll show you what it looks like if we're using blocks. No. I'll hand it back to you when I'm done. Terry's like, I'm gonna need that block. All right, so, and there's more Terry in the cupboard. All right, so you would put one block underneath the shoulder blades and one underneath the head. So this is probably the most comfortable way to do this posture using the blocks. You can also do this with no block underneath your head. It's a little bit more openness here. And of course, your blocks have levels, unlike your bolster, so that could come in handy, is you can use the higher level and also the block at its higher level. So another option for you. So go ahead and set yourself up however you feel comfortable. Tara, you want it? And stay there for a few breaths. The one good thing about the bolster is that it's squishy. So it's not as a hard surface to rest upon. But you know, the blocks do feel really good and they definitely do offer you quite a bit of support to create that openness in the back. We did a lot of work on back bending today. So this is a nice way to relax into a supported version of our fish pose. Asana. Relax the shoulders, soften your breath. You can close your eyes here. We did quite a work on the shoulders today too. So with the arms down, the shoulders can be relaxed and there's no tension. But if you want to continue the shoulder work, I'll give you the option to bring your hands either up over your head. So this is one option, really opening through the chest, through the armpits, through the shoulders, everything working. You'll feel it right away as soon as you bring your arms up. And I like to hold on to my hands, my fingers, so that I can feel one unit in the arms. But you can also let them relax and extend up overhead so the fingertips maybe touch the floor. And see if you can keep that soft bend in the elbow. When your arms are locked out in place, you create lack of mobility because it's too much engagement of the shoulders. To really feel the shoulders open up, you might want to relax your elbows and just let your fingertips relax there, or like I said, hold on to your fingers so that you can create that movement. Easy, steady breath. And if both of those are not your thing today, you're feeling like your shoulders had enough work, again, just relaxing the arms down by your sides works just fine. Steady the breath. Nice deep inhale, slow, gentle exhale. One more deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale. And then if your legs are straight, go ahead and bend your knees. Your knees bend and your feet plant down on the floor. You still haven't changed much about your upper body. Your sit bones are still down. You're sitting onto the mat, just your feet are planted on the floor. Notice if anything changes here. Draw in through the belly as you relax the shoulders away. If your arms up overhead, bring them down by your sides as well. And then with the exhale breath, we're gonna lift the head, tuck the chin to the chest. Maybe reach forward and see if you can grab your knees. Now if this bothers your neck, you can use your hands to kind of help guide your neck up. And that's actually a pretty good neck stretch. Let's do that here. Hold on to, interlace your hands and pull your chin down towards your chest, lengthening the back of the neck. This actually feels really good right now. Relax the shoulders, keep the belly drawn in. You're still pressing down, so if you're on your block, your shoulders are still on the block. And then let's release the hands, hold on to the legs, draw in through belly and start to curl yourself up. So you start to curl up off the block, off the cushion, drawing in, lifting, 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 coming to center. Go ahead and give your legs a nice tight hug. Forehead to the knees and round your spine. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Keep the belly drawn in. Squeeze yourself into a tight little seat. And then inhale, lift the chest, and slowly release. Okay, last one we're gonna do before we do a couple of twists is gonna be a little bit for the hips, which is the one part that Zena's snout. Zena, move your snout. All right, so we're gonna take the left foot flat on the floor and the right foot on top of the left knee. So this is our figure four. This is basically our pigeon pose, but seated. So you can hold on to your right knee and your left ankle or heel and kind of just lengthen up through the spine and see how that feels. Options for you is to slide that left leg forward, kind of get yourself in position, and when you're ready, bring it in. So you may not bring it in very much. You may want to bring it in a whole lot. So you decide. You can even bring that heel all the way to the butt if that's possible for you. For me, somewhere right in the middle works well. Relax the shoulders. You want to make sure that right knee is kind of pushing down and away, not up towards your face, but away from your shoulder. And then you can start to bring your chest in. Maybe possibly take your right hand through that figure four with the right knee. Right hand to the shin, left hand to the shin, lengthen up through the spine and see if you can pull yourself in. So this side I'm able to do with some ease, even though there is some discomfort in the right hip. You'll notice on the left side, it's not so pretty. So draw in through belly, lengthen up. Exhale, let's release the hands, bring them back behind you to support your back. This gives you a little bit of room, little wiggle room to maybe slide that left foot a little bit forward and push the right knee a little bit further away. Lift up through the rib cage, hold here. One more breath. Good. Now, this left foot that's planted on the floor, we're gonna slide it to the right and then to the right. and then take the right foot down. So see that all we did was just slide the left foot that was planted on the floor over to the side. So if I'm facing you and we were here, slide that foot up to the side and then just take the right foot down to the floor. So this left leg is kind of parallel to whatever front of your mat is. Now, if you need, you can keep your hands behind you for support, but if possible, maybe take that left hand or left elbow to the right knee, right hand behind, and see if you can find your twist. We're doing our twist a little bit different today, incorporating the hips. And you can take that left hand, relax it, or even take that left elbow all the way around and go for a deeper twist. Right foot is planted on the floor, looking over right shoulder. Steady your breath. Inhale, lengthen spine, and then exhale, create rotation. Calming the breathing. Good. And then exhale, come back to center. Let's release. Come on to that lean back. Slide that foot forward again. Relax the shoulders. And slowly release left leg. Release right leg. Shake them out a little bit. Let's do a little forward fold before we do the other side. Grab a hold of your big toes or use your strap. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold. And just be observant here. What does your right hip and right glute feel like in comparison to the left? Which side is talking to you more, working for your attention? How do the back muscles feel after all the back work we did today? Can you relax them and soften them? Try not to create any tension there. Still working on drawing in through belly and reaching top of the head to the feet. Inhale, lengthen up halfway, straighten the arms, exhale. Good. Now let's do the other side. I'm gonna turn back this way so you guys can see. So you can start with your right leg straight. Take your left foot on top of your right thigh. Let it be above the knee if possible. This is the not so pretty side for me, so please bear along with me. Hopefully you'll have more luck than me. And then start with lengthening through the spine and then bringing that right leg forward. See if you can hold on to your ankle and your knee, lift up through the chest. Let's stay there for a few moments. Steady the breath. So you're using your arms to move your chest towards your thigh. Don't try not to release them back. We'll do that in a moment. And remember, you can slide this right foot further away or slide it a little bit closer, depending on your flexibility. Keep lengthening through your spine. Find the space where you can hold. And then we're going to try to bring the arms through in a moment. So inhale. Keep pushing that left knee away with the thigh. So even though you're holding on, you're not dragging it in towards your body, you're kind of pushing it away from your body. And then taking that left leg through, grab a hold of the shin, right leg through, see if you can interlace your fingers, lengthen up through your spine. A lot of work here. I know there is for me. Soften through the shoulders and try to relax into it. Keep that left foot flexed if you can. So try not to point through the left toes. Easy, steady breath. Again, trying to move your chest in towards your thigh if possible. Even if it's just a fraction of an inch, draw yourself a little closer towards your right thigh. Keep pulling in through belly, keep lengthening through spine. And then exhale, let's go ahead and release the arms. A little bit of a break. Take a moment here, keep working on moving that left knee away. Easy breath, moving the shoulders back, lengthening the spine, and still you're trying to push yourself forward. Even if your hands are behind you, you can walk them a little closer to you and lean yourself in. Find yourself in your deepest version of this posture. And then we're gonna go for a twist. So we're gonna go ahead, kind of lean back, slide that right foot across, bring the knee down, let the left foot come down, square off your hips a little bit here. There we go. So square off, you can stay leaning back as you settle yourself in, kind of squaring yourself off. If possible, take right arm to left knee, as close as you can, hug that knee to the body, and then look over left shoulder. Ooh, this side feels night and day for me. My left hip is quite elevated here. So if yours is as well, just keep grounding it down towards the earth. Lift up through the rib cage. Try to get that right arm as far as you can. Press into that left arm, find rotation, Breathe easy. Good job. And slowly, gently exhale. Let's release the twist. Release the right arm. Release the right leg. Release the left leg. One more forward fold just to even everything out. Hold on to the big toes. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Elbows towards the earth. Lengthen through your body here. Relax the muscles in the back. Easy, steady breath. And inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, good. We're gonna stretch a little bit into the legs now. So go ahead and take that left foot, tuck it underneath the right leg so that you're kind of seated onto that left leg in a comfortable position. So it kind of looks like we're setting up for Marchasana D. It's that same type of idea. Then we grab a hold of the right foot. I like to interlace my fingers, but if that's not accessible for you, just hold on to the foot however which way. And we're gonna lean back, and we're gonna start to extend that right leg forward. Well, turn sideways so you guys can see all the different versions of this. So as you lean back, keep the belly drawn in. Try to ground that left knee down towards the floor. And then maybe you just lift halfway and you hold there. If you can, continue lifting till the right leg straightens. And then press the left knee down. Lift the chest, lift the shoulders, and hold there. You can also use a strap here if you can't hold on to your foot. Keep drawing in through the belly. And see if you can bring that right leg a little closer to your body. Drawing the elbows out to the sides and your chin towards your shin. Steady your breath. 1. Belly's in. 2. Find your balance by drawing the left knee down to the floor. That's your grounding leg. 3. Your foundation. 4. Steady the breath. Look towards your toes. And 5. Exhale. Let's release. Keep the chest lifted. Shoulders back. Go ahead and bend your knee. Let your right foot come down to the floor. And then just for a little Marchasana D, just for fun, rotate over to the right side, look over right shoulder. And exhale, come back through to center. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So now the right foot tucks underneath the left hip. Bring the left foot in. Hold on to that left foot with both hands or use a strap. Lean back until you feel balanced. Now this right leg, if it's not stable, will not ground you. So draw it down towards the floor. Even if it doesn't touch, it's fine. And then when you're ready, try to straighten that left leg. Again, stop with the knee bent if that's as much as you can do. If you can straighten the leg all the way, straighten it all the way. Lift the chest, lift the shoulders, gaze up, and draw the right knee down. This is your balance here. Steady breathing. And then we're gonna go ahead and try to bring that left foot and left leg closer to the body and the body closer to the leg. So inhale, draw in through the elbows, let them open out to the sides, draw your chin down towards your leg, keep pulling in through your belly and keep grounding the right knee down to the floor. Oh, I can't talk today. Lengthen up, look towards your toes this time. And easy, 1, 2, keep the belly drawn in, don't let it pop out. 3, good. 4, nice job, Terry. And 5, he's working so hard over there. Exhale, release the leg, relax the shoulders, look up, let it go. And then go ahead and slowly lower that left leg down, bring the foot flat to the floor, and let's twist to the left. Looking over that left shoulder. Hand plants right at your lower back. Press into it as you rotate your body. Easy, steady. And exhale, come back to center. Good job. Go ahead and lay all the way onto your back. I'm going to get ready for our Shavasana. But first, bring the knees into the chest. Roll around a couple times. Quite a bit of work in there today. I thought we would be a lot more chill. It turned out to be a lot more work than I thought. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And then just kind of give yourself a little bit of a lower back massage by swaying or rocking or moving knees forward and back, however you see fit. And then exhale, plant the feet on the floor. Take a few moments here, separate your feet, but bring your knees together, relax your shoulders, let your hands rest on your belly or on your chest or both. Following the movement of the breath here as we start to settle the body down. Easy, steady movement breath. Nose. And then let's go ahead and separate the knees, slide the hands down, arms down by your sides, and we'll go into our Shavasana. Take a few moments here. Let the feet flop out to the sides. The arms as far away or as close to your body as you feel comfortable. Eyes are closed. Make a conscious effort to relax every muscle in your body. You can try to move your breath into Ujjayi breathing right here if you wish. That deep resonating breath with sound. Relax your jaw. Teeth are naturally parted. Tongue is limp in the back of the throat. Few more calming deep breaths here. Allowing our bodies to release with the exhale breath anything that no longer serves us. And then as we exhale, let's go ahead and wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Bend the knees, bend the elbows. Come back to your constructive resting pose. Keep that resonating breath if you wish, and then go ahead and bring the knees into the chest. Let's give ourselves a nice tight hug. Wrapping the elbows around the shins, holding on to the opposite elbows, relax the shoulders. And lift the forehead towards the knees. Really grab a good hold of your shins. As we exhale, let's see if we can roll up to a seated position. So roll yourself up. Coming to seated, you can grab your cushion again. And we'll finish our practice today with a very short, easy meditation. So come to your comfortable seated posture. Let's relax the hands on the lap or on the knees. Ground your sit bones, relax the shoulders, close your eyes. I finish all of my practices, my personal practices and my classes with a little bit of a guided meditation on gratitude. And sometimes it's just a sensation or a feeling that I allow to move through my body as I'm practicing on my own. But when I'm teaching, I just want to make sure that you guys are aware and intentionally bringing in gratitude into your lives. When we live in a state of gratitude, we're able to move along in that frequency. And if we think about the frequency of gratitude, especially after the holidays we just had, you know what it feels like when you receive a gift from a loved one. It doesn't have to be a very fancy or special gift. but something thoughtful given to you by someone that cares for you. That feeling of being grateful. If we stay within that frequency day in, day out, even though sometimes we forget, but let's say we continue to stay the majority of the time in that frequency of gratitude, it's as though we've already received the gifts that are intended for us. So you're always in that state of receiving. And not because we yearn or not because we're needing of anything in particular, but just in that grateful heart. So with this grateful heart that we've cultivated and this frequency of gratitude that we are embodying right now, let's draw our palms together at the center of the heart, and we'll finish and seal our practice with one sound, Om. Namaste.
Namaste, Yogi.
Thank you guys for joining me today.